Yeah, and the AI can land you kind of in the right area code, right, to start digging in. But the feedback loop and maybe the follow on that then is required to further tease stuff out is not only going to get you better information, it's going to build again that relationship with your customers, right? I mean, you become more and more of an advisor and more of a resource for that customer, not just somebody that's like clearly they're working on the product roadmap because Chet wants to talk to me for 45 minutes about, my pain points. Um, you just human to human is the only way. All those, just like it's unfortunate that we can't, that we're not sitting across the table from each other for this conversation because there's, a couple of dozen signals that and human connection that we don't get just looking through the screen like this, but even more so in the relationship that you're trying to build with your customers and your prospects. Automating this stuff all down to one or two very, I guess, optimized channels, it starts to push you away from connection, not pull you toward it.
Yeah. Well, and I think about even some of the, consumer insights, and it's interesting to try to pull some of those thoughts. A big conversation in SaaS is how do we go into a new profitable segment, right? And trying to look at what are the similarities between the jobs to be done, or between the pain points, or between the solution sets. And I just think about like baking soda, right? Like, how did baking soda jump from a baking product to a cleaning product? You wouldn't normally think of mixing those two segments, right? But understanding the properties of it, understanding how people were actually using it, and now obviously Arm& Hammer has, is the leader in baking soda for cakes and is the leader in cleaning products, from laundry detergent to, toothpaste and a variety of different things, right? It's like, oh, okay, if people can literally consume this, then maybe it also has, like, you could put it in toothpaste. So we know it's consumer safe, or laundry, right? Where it's like, it's okay for this to be touching my skin the whole day, versus something like bleach, where it's like, okay, you should not be dealing with bleach too much. Bleach is real bad for you, right? So like,
That's
how did they come up with, and baking soda from a chemical perspective is basically if you mix it with acid and it bubbles.
yeah.
Okay, we know that kind of friction helps clean things, right? Like, who sat down and figured this out, and looking back at it now in hindsight, and the little bit of the knowledge that I have from baking, right, to where I know kind of what baking soda does in cakes, I can see it in hindsight of like how they got there. But how did they get there? And so if you're a B2B SaaS company, right, trying to find those profitable segments and a new segment to move into that has enough of a total addressable market and a serviceable addressable market, that's SAM now.
Hmm.
We love a new acronym in marketing, but a serviceable addressable market. Like, how do you get out of your headspace to find a connection the same way that you would find between like baking soda and cakes and cleaning? Like,
Yeah.
and for the companies that can do that and still bring that human creativity and those fresh eyes to it, that's the piece where it's like, humans are fascinating. We do fascinating things, right? Like, where is that human insight that shows you that there's actually a profitable segment over here that maybe doesn't seem obvious until after you do it, and then you look back on it and you're like, oh, well, of course that made
Of
sense,
course.
right?
Yeah. The way I did this was, yeah. No, that's it. I mean, the human thread through all of this, right, is the connection between each other. If you want to hear more, Ashley, or talk more to Ashley, she's super active on LinkedIn. You will see her. Connect with her there. Get this book. Get this book, Human Centered Marketing: How to Connect with Audiences in the Age of AI. You've got your homework assignment as well, your reading assignment for the Medici effort. She's given us that
Medici
as well.
effect.
Medici effect.
Yeah,
Medici
yeah.
effect. I can't read my own handwriting, but AI will do that for me in the future. Um, but Ashley, I just want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for sharing your thoughts, for writing this book, for sharing your thoughts with our audience today. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me go down the rabbit hole on human-centered marketing. It's fun.
Theater, musical theater, chemistry enthusiast, and marketeer, Ashley Faus, everyone. Thank you guys. Thanks so much, Ashley, and thank you guys for joining us today.